Calgary Stampede went into toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here. As you can see, in the middle of nowhere as usual, in Suffolk. Terrible grey old day. You can see how wet it's been and stuff, and the roads look covered with muck and crap. But welcome to our Suffolk Bikers world. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with our bike ride. Look at the state of the place. Ugh. Ugh. Right, just lately I've been doing a lot of things on sort of life and stuff like that, and all this sort of stuff. So today I think I'm just going to change it a little bit, and I'm going to do a couple of quick topics. One on tyres and one on YouTube, about YouTube. So bear with me. As you can see, we're in nowhere. But anyway, yeah, last night on Mr. and Mrs. B's Hangout, Skeggy Cruiser brought up the question about mixing and matching tyres. You know, two different makes on a bike. Now, he's done that, and he had a good reason. He can only get two tyres that fits his bike, and one is like £120 more or something than the other one. And he got the cheaper version and put it on his back and left the front one on, which was fine. Hadn't worn down, so he didn't have to do the two. Now, Skeggy's on a cruiser, and I know it's a different riding style. It's, you know, it's not like a sport bike or whatever. And he was saying that he's having no problems with it whatsoever, and he's happy with it. And I said to him, you know, years and years ago, when I was younger, we didn't care what tyres we had. If they had bloody different sizes or whatever, we'd put them on, you know, in the 70s, in the early 80s. But now times have changed, because I think tyres now are more advanced than what they were years ago. Different compounds, dual compounds, different pressures and all the rest of it. And I think myself, I wouldn't mismatch my tyres on any of my bikes, not this one especially, or even my Harley. I probably wouldn't. Luckily enough, the tyres on my Harley are both the same anyway, and they came with it. The guy put them on and they're perfect. So I did say to Skeggy, if that's good for you, mate, you know, that's good for me, and if you're getting that grip and everything else, I can't see the problem. But I don't think I would have, I said to him, I don't think I would mismatch tyres on a sport bike, because they've got to both warm up, and I wouldn't want one tyre warming up quicker than the other, because you might come unstuck on that one. Or even on a sport tourer like this, you know, with the horsepower, I'd rather have two tyres the same, so they both heated up the same. That's only my little bit in there. And Mr. B put his penny's worth in, and done a good explanation on tyres. As we all know, he's very clever when it comes to technical stuff. And yes, that was a good conversation. So I'd like to know, would you mismatch your tyres, or are you happy that you've got to have both sets the same? Question number one. Question number two. What is a troll and what isn't a troll? When should you criticise another vlogger or not? Or when do you become a troll in your criticism? There was a... This has nothing to do with me, by the way. There was an incident the other day where one of the bikers fell off, I think in the snow, and he put it up. You know, it's just a snow fall, as you do if you're trying to ride a bike in the snow. You expect to come off sometimes. Anyway, another vlogger turned around and put in these comments that he shouldn't have been on the bike. He's not qualified like he is to go in the snow. And one or two other guys, the bloke who fell off, got a bit upset about that, because what right has he got to tell him he is not qualified enough to ride a bike in the snow? and they sent 1 or 2 replies back to the guy, a bit snotty, you know, calling him a few names and telling him to butt out and stuff like that. Now, what I was thinking is, if you'd have watched that video and the guy would have fell off, I would have probably said, oh, tough luck, mate, you know, hope you're alright. But I never would have sent him a comment saying, you're not qualified like me to ride that bike in the snow. I don't think it's right. But there again, on the other hand, I wouldn't have sent that guy a reply calling him a knob. So, where do you sort of draw the line with this? Now, I watch virtually every one of my subscribers' videos. Every single one. I don't reply on them because you know I'm dyslexic, so it's impossible, but I'll flag them up, and I watch nearly every one of them. Now, I must admit, there's been once or twice I've watched videos and, you know, I thought, oh, that's so wrong. But I don't put down in the comments, oh, that's so wrong, you're a fucking knob, because I wouldn't. And as you know, we've all had trolls, and I've had a troll when I first started. I had a lovely troll. He used to make me laugh, he was so bloody funny in criticism. But I don't have him anymore. He must have trolled off somewhere else, got under a stone wherever he come from. But anyway, I'm progressing again. So if you watched a vlog and it's not the content was not to your taste, or you felt that strongly about it, would you reply with a negative reply, or would you say what you actually think, you know, even if you knew it was going to upset that other vlogger? Now, I done a vlog a few months back, oh, must be 6 months back now, about some thoughts on spiritual matters, and I got a reply from a vlogger who must have been a devout, born-again Christian or something, and he gave me a bit of shit over it and said, you know, I was wrong on the Lord God and all this sort of stuff, and on. And I could have put back, oh, you fucking knob, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, fucking go off and be Jesus Joe somewhere else. And I didn't. I just sent him a reply saying, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, but if my beliefs are not your beliefs, I can't help that, and your beliefs to me makes me happy because you're happy, and that's all that counts. That's all I sent back. See, so I could have sent back, you know, blah blah blah, knob, but I didn't. We always say that this is a community. I get back on the bloody main road now, back to civilization. So that would be interesting to know how you feel about it, you know. Would you criticise somebody because you didn't like the contents of their video? Or would you not comment at all, you know, if you think to yourself, well, that's not worth it? I don't think once in all the time I've been on YouTube, which is just over a year now, I've ever sent a negative comment to anybody, and I don't think I ever will. I've got that thing called silence, so if somebody does upset me, and there's been 1 or 2 who I don't like their styles, there's been 1 or 2 that I find quite repulsive because of their behaviour, not on bikes, but what they keep, the sexual content all the time. But I still watch them, and if they get too much, I just flick off. As easy as that, you know. Well, I think I'm going to run down to Orwell, see what's down there today. Probably nothing. But I think I've rambled on enough. I think there's enough here for a vlog on 2 subjects. So let me know. Tyres, mismatching, and YouTube replies. Would you send back a negative reply to somebody who you didn't agree with? That's a lot for me. Ride safe. Love each other. Suffolk Andy.